The room is silent, except for one sound, the tiny, relentless ticking of a kitchen timer counting down the final minute.
59 minutes, 12 seconds.
The air just stops moving. You know that feeling? It's like the walls themselves are holding their breath.
And in the chair, Marjorie lets out this quiet whisper. Thank you. And then I can feel it coming.
Her eyes flutter shut. There's one last, long, rattling breath, and then nothing.
Just absolute perfect stillness.
He reaches for his phone. I mean, what else do? You call 911? But his hand freezes halfway.
Because the silence is broken.
Yeah.
It's a small sound, awful, a little pop at the base of her neck.
And she moves.
Oh, she moves, but it's all wrong. Her spine shifts under her skin, her shoulder blades roll forward, her wrists twist completely backward.
And her jaw just falls open way too far.
He's just frozen. He can't move, can't breathe.
And this thing that was Marjorie rises from the chair so slowly, joints snapping, dropping down to all fours. Its breath is this low, wet rattle. And its face is curled into something that almost looks like a smile, but there's no warmth, no life.
So, how did he end up here, in this room, with this thing?
It started, as these things so often do, with desperation.
Complete desperation. He had $32.11 in his bank account. Rent was due. He was stealing Wi-Fi in some greasy spoon diner.
And he sees this ad on Craigslist. It's insane. Caretaker needed, 72 hours only, no experience.
And the payment?
$5,000, flat.
But there's a catch. One rule. Patient must not fall asleep under any circumstances.
I mean, who wouldn't be tempted for that kind of money when you have nothing?
He meets the guy, Raymond, in a cafe that smells like burnt coffee. Raymond's in this dark, expensive suit. He's got these cufflinks shaped like little spirals.
Odd detail.
Very. He says the patient is his mother, Marjorie, says she's very ill, neurological.
Right, he gives it this medical gloss. Fugues, hallucinations, night terrors. He says they come for her in her sleep.
It's just, technically true.
Yeah, in a way. So he hands over the protocol. A whole heavy binder, a black key fob, a prepaid visa for expenses.
It all feels so professional, so legitimate. Blackout curtains, noise machines, stimulant supplements, even a medical-grade LED therapy light.
But there's this one command. It's underlined. It's in bold.
The lights.
The lights cannot be moved or unplugged. Ever.
And there's a cheap prepaid phone. It has one contact in it.
Just labeled, ah.
Raymond's final words to him are, "She didn't want me to be the one. I've watched her suffer for years." Sounds almost kind.
Almost.
So he takes the job. She drives out to the house.
And the house itself is the first real warning sign. It's totally isolated, up on this steep hill, jammed between two long abandoned properties.
The whole place just feels wrong. The path up is all cracked, and there's a whole row of wind chimes hanging on the porch.
And they're silent.
Completely silent. There's no breeze, not a whisper of wind.
Inside, it's even worse. No bird song. The windows are boarded up, but from the inside, sealed tight.
And every clock is stopped. A grandfather clock at 12.03.
Yeah.
A kitchen clock at 3.15. A little alarm clock at 4.24.
Time doesn't work here.
No. The only light, the only sound comes from these tall, humming standing lamps that Raymond provided. They're the only thing keeping the place alive.
And then he meets her, Marjorie. She's so much smaller than he expected, all curled in on herself. Her skin is like parchment.
But her eyes.
Her eyes are sharp, vivid, and just too aware.
Her voice is quiet, dry, resigned. She talks about a book she's reading, about a lighthouse that only appears in dreams.
It's all clues, little breadcrumbs.
She says she used to love the cello. The sound of it reminded her of something worn out.
So the countdown begins. 71 hours, 44 minutes remaining. And the job is simple, right? Just keep her eyes open. Don't let them close for more than 15 seconds.
Simple.
Until the first night. Midnight approaches, and you can feel the shift. Marjorie starts fidgeting. Her eyes keep darting to the corners of the room.
She asks him to turn on a lamp he hadn't even noticed, one tucked away behind a dusty bookshelf.
He does it. But then, around 2 a.m., he makes a mistake. A small one. He just steps into the kitchen for a glass of water.
He's gone for maybe 30 seconds.
He comes back, and her eyes are closed. Her breathing is slow and deep. He rushes over, shakes her shoulder, and she jolts awake with this horrible, panicked gasp.
And she says, "Please don't let it out."
But it's too late. He looks over, and the lamp she'd asked for, the one by the bookshelf, it's out. Dead. There's just this thin line of heat on the base.
That's not the worst part, though.
No. The worst part is the shadows. In the corners of the room, they're not still anymore. They're rippling. When he blinks, they seem to pulse, just slightly.
Like they're breathing. With her.
He starts looking around, suddenly paranoid. He pulls back a rug, and that's when he sees them.
The spiral marks.
Thin black streaks, burnt right into the hardwood. They look ancient, older than the wood itself.
And Marjorie sees him looking. She whispers, "Don't look too long. It notices when you pay attention."
That's when she tells everything. It's a curse. Her mother died in that same chair, passing the entity on to her. It lives in her dreams. It's been waiting her whole life for her to slip up.
And the most tragic part, she never had children. She chose to endure it all alone just to stop the chain, to end it with her.
I've grown old and weak, she says, and it knows it's watching me lose.
The second night is a descent into pure hell.
He's exhausted now, too. His head is throbbing, his vision is swimming, every blink feels like it weighs 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And Marjorie? She's deteriorating.
She starts muttering nonsense. Sometimes it sounds like poetry, other times it's not her voice.
No.
A deep guttural tone will come out of her mouth. And then a moment later, the sound of a little girl giggling, asking, "Are you scared yet?"
Then the sounds start. Around 3:30 in the morning, footsteps, pacing back and forth in the attic.
Except this house doesn't have an attic, it's a single story.
And then it happens. All the lights die. At the exact same time.
The hum just cuts out, and this wave of cold air washes through the room. It feels aggressive.
He hears the sound of heavy wood creaking, like something massive is shifting its weight above them.
In the total darkness, Marjorie's face begins to glow, just faintly, and her eyes take on this sheen, reflective, barely human.
He looks up, and it's there, clinging to the ceiling.
It's hard to even describe. It has too many limbs, all long and thin, like they're made of smoke and bones stretched tight. It doesn't breathe, it doesn't twitch.
It just hangs there.
Yeah.
And his head tilts, slowly, every time Marjorie's eyelids start to droop.
He's so tired. For just a second, he dozes off. Just for a second.
And in that second, Marjorie speaks. But it's that other voice, the deep one, older. It offers him everything.
Peace, it says. Money, fame. I can make you the only name they speak.
It's offering him exactly what he was desperate for when he took the job.
But he refuses. He shakes his head, grabs Marjorie's hand. He starts reading to her, playing music from his phone, anything. He just says, she stays awake. She finishes this. We both do.
And for the first time, he sees a real smile on Marjorie's face. So tired.
Yeah.
But real.
She says, no one's ever helped me carry it before.
The last day is just a collapse. Marjorie's giving up. She starts coughing up this thick, black fluid. It smells like iron and burnt motor oil.
It's the entity manifesting physically.
With what little strength she has left, she asks him to get something from a drawer in the hallway table.
He finds it, a dusty leather photo album.
And the pictures inside tell the whole story. Marjorie and her mother, decades of photos, but they're always standing apart, always near deep shadows.
Then he sees the one that chills him to the bone. It's Marjorie as a little girl, maybe 7 or 8. Standing in front of one of the boarded-up windows.
And through a small gap in the boards, you can see a shape, holding on from the outside.
Long, hooked fingers.
Marjorie looks at him, her eyes clear for a moment. I didn't live, she says. I waited.
And with 59 minutes left on the timer, she finally surrenders. She closes her eyes.
And the transformation we saw, it begins all over again. The pop, the snapping joints. The thing drops to all fours, and this time, it launches itself at him.
He runs. The house is fighting him. Doors slam shut on their own. The hallway seems to twist, to spiral to the right when it should be straight.
And the creature starts to mimic his own voice, screaming for help. Help me, I'm still here, please don't leave me.
It's using his own guilt against him, his connection to her. He scrambles into a closet, fumbling for that cheap prepaid phone. He finds the contact. He presses a button just as its hooked fingers begin to scrape at the closet doorframe.
And instantly, a window somewhere in the house shatters from the inside out.
He opens the closet door, and Raymond is standing there, in the hallway. His dark suit is perfect, unblemished.
And he's holding something. It's not a gun. It looks grown, smooth and bone white, with these grooves that seem to pulse with a faint light.
The sound it makes is soft at first, like dragging a stone across wet cloth.
And then it expands into this high-pitched shriek that blurs his vision. The creature convulses, it peels backward, unraveling into these impossible ribbons of smoke and bone, and then it's just gone. Raymond calmly walks over and hands him an envelope. The full 5, as promised. No taxes.
He looks at the dissipating smoke, then back at him. It wasn't just about mercy, Raymond says. It was containment. You weakened it.
The 72 hours. It was a siege. He was the bait.
He just collapses against the wall, completely broken. He asks, "Who are you?"
Raymond pauses. He's silhouetted against the dark sky by the broken window. And for the first time, he sees something else behind Raymond's expression. Something as old as those spiral marks.
And all Raymond says is, "You should get some sleep."
The money is paid. The house is silent. But he's seen the shape. He knows the voice. He carries the memory of that scream.
And in a world where sleep is the most dangerous thing you can do, what happens now that the 72 hours are finally irrevocably over?